what's going on? This is Steel Gaming. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little different. It's story time with Steel Monkey right here. Steel Monkey story time, I think I'll call it that. Anyway, so it's time for me to tell you a story. While you guys are watching this, I'm going to be playing some Minecraft game. I don't know what, I'll decide later. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you about the time that I almost burned down a campsite. So, I live in Southern California, and I've already gotten my Eagle, but I used to be a Boy Scout. And we would go to scout camp once every summer. We don't do that anymore because there's just not enough people to do it. So we used to do that a lot, and a couple years back, I was a counselor in training. I wasn't old enough to be a counselor, but I was training to do that, and I was there for 3 weeks, but I only stayed for 2. It's a long story, I'm not going to explain that. But during the first week, I think it was like the 3rd day, we were in our cabins. Now, normally, when you go as a camp person, like a little Boy Scout or whatever, they give you like these cloth tents that have like 2 people in there. Instead, for the counselors and then the trainees, I guess you'd call me, they have these like tin, I guess they're like made of aluminum, these like really rickety cabins. Anyway, and each of them had like bunk beds, and there'd be like 15 guys in one cabin. So it was like a few nights in, right, and we're chilling. We're talking about, I don't even remember what was happening, but we were talking, and this dude jumps up, and he's like flipping out, and he's like freaking out, and he's like shaking, and we were like, whoa, what is wrong? And he was like, there was this giant spider, and we were like, dude, chill out, it's just a spider. And he was like, oh, okay. So he goes back down, and then from the corner of my eye, I see this, like, it was probably a spider, you'd expect, like, crawl across. I didn't actually get to see it, but from the corner of my eye, it looked enormous. Like, in my mind, I was thinking, like, giant, murder us and eat our souls spider. So I was like, dude, there's a spider in here. And everyone kept, like, getting, like, it was sort of like a UFO. Like, it would be there and then disappear and then come back, and then each individual person would get a good look at this spider. And we were all freaking out. And then one dude was tracking it. Like, he saw it, and then he was following it. And then we were trying to, I don't know why, but one dude had, like, golf clubs. And we were all freaking out. And I hate spiders. And I was watching it, and I finally got a good look of it. And it was like, take your 2 fingers and then make a circle. It was about that size. Like, in retrospect, it's not that big, but it felt really, I didn't feel it, but it just, in my mind, it was enormous, and I did not want it there. But the spider was crawling along everywhere, and we were like, we gotta kill this thing, because we were not gonna go to sleep with this thing crawling around and getting in our bodies. We did not want that. So we were, like, this dude was hitting it with a golf club, and the spider was, like, sprinting all over the walls, and it finally came out of the door of the cabin and onto the dirt, and we thought it was the funniest thing, so we kept following it, and we were trying to, like, we were throwing dirt on it, we were stomping it, and nothing was killing it. And while we were throwing dirt on it, this kid was spraying, like, it was sunscreen. It wasn't the liquid stuff, it was, like, the sprayable stuff that you put on your body, the flammable stuff. And he was spraying everywhere and just screaming, kill it, kill it, kill it. And, okay, the funny part here is he's spraying, like, everything. And I don't remember who did this, but somebody lit a match and threw it down. So, like, about the width of my, like about, like, a 2x2, no, a little bigger than, like a yard by a yard, like a square yard was doused in the liquid sunscreen. So this dude lit it, and then this whole thing was on fire, and we were laughing so hard. But we were trying to put this thing out because we did not want people to find out that we did this. So we were throwing stuff on it, and we were putting dirt on there, and we were like, no. But the funny thing is the fire was chill, and nobody knew about it, but the funny thing is we never found the wolf spider. It was a wolf spider, we figured. We never found it. Like, after we had lit the thing, we had assumed it was just in the dirt, but we had never seen it again. So who knows? Maybe we went to bed and the spider was crawling in our innards or whatever. I don't know what spiders do. I'm not a spider. But, yeah, that was a story of when my friends and I almost burnt down a campsite. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, hey. Woo!